Hello, it is 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines. We have the Arab State inaugurates the inaugurations of the Jim Ali Abdudon Mosque. The National Police strengthens the public security operations. For the international scene, Resistance of Frontier ship saved 440 migrants in the Mediterranean Sea. Welcome to our newsroom. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, proceeded this Friday at the inauguration of a new mosque. At his arrival, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, was welcomed by the minister, the high dignitaries of the Al Buruj Construction Company, the member of the government, including the Minister of Muslim Affairs and Waqfa, the head of the Egyptian diplomacy, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, took part in this inauguration ceremony of the new Jim Ali Abtidon Mosque. This day, marked with the white stones, was an opportunity for the faithful who came to greet the Pump at the Great Friday's prayers. It should be noted that the commissioners of this new mosque increases significantly the level of religious buildings which within reach of the inhabitants who now the prospect of the meeting in large numbers to practice their worship. إلهي وأنت المعبود دلنا بنيه المصمود الله الله يا ودود نفتنا جلد صنون الدنيا الجيدة الله حقا نقول جهين الله حقا نقول الله الله يا ودود الله الله يا معبود الله الله يا ودود إلهي وأنت المعبود. This new mosque that is erected in the national landscape, a new mosque that integrates the urban landscape of the city. Thus, yesterday during the collective prayers, the head of the executive, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, has inaugurated by unveiling the plate this mosque located near the fishing port behind the road to Venice. The building of worship founded by the Buruj Group of Salam Bank today bears the name of Jim Ali Abtidon in reference to grandfathers of its financial promoter, the businessman Ahmed Noor Jim Ali, an emblematic figure of the Egyptian private sector, particularly in the files of banking, real estate, in the file of real estate on entrepreneurship. India, with a dome of 46 meters that imposes and brand new minaret of 46 meters. The Mosque Ali Abtidon was built on an area of 1,900 square meters that can accommodate 1,600 worshippers. The women occupy separating themselves, men who occupy 2 floors during the service, and from there accompanied by a larger, the building has a larger parking lot that can accommodate more than 200 vehicles. It is connected to the hall of public equipment of ONIAD and EDD. It's served by a road entirely that leading to an important parking lot. The interior combining aesthetics and modernity. The new mosque is equipped with an architecture perfectly integrated into its environment, which is the images of the complex in which it fits. This place of worship combines calm and freshness conducive to meditation, spiritual concentration, and spiritual concentration is devotion. It is a godsend and happiness for the who will stay in this complex, the faithful who live in the vicinity, and will even serve as a framework of worship to the many other motorists who use the Venice road every day. The Jim'at Abtidon Mosque is built in a wake of a space that is experiencing urbanization. The new mosque is located in an area of the capital that is now changing today, changes faces, all the grounds live lit by the places to new modern architecture that rhythm in the rhythms of in the era of times. Yesterday the faithful came in mass to pray while wishing a world as peaceful as this place for worship. And this is the call for the evening prayers, and the faithful prepare themselves to perform the evening prayers and then the Taraweeh prayers during the holy months of Ramadan. Muslims around the world gather to act or gathers for acts of worship, especially the collective prayers of Taraweeh. Collective prayer, the Taraweeh prayer is an important ritual of Islam that is performed only during this blessed month. And scholars all agree that it is an important is a confirmed Sunnah. Sheikh Ilyas Umar, the Imam and preachers of the Hammoudi Mosque, Sheikh Ilyas states that the scholars of the Islamic nations have agreed that gathering for Tawbih prayer is legitimate matters for the act of the Prophet and the act of his companion after him, and they continue to work on this until present times. He emphasizes the great importance of the blessed month of Ramadan, citing Quranic verses and hadiths that indicates it, calling on citizens to say that it is the annual opportunity during the month of Ramadan. The mosque in the capital and in a crowded has shown this picture with hundreds of worshippers wishing to perform the prayers of Taraweeh, accompanied by their children who consider this occasion as an important moment, face important despite the reasons for choosing the mosque. The majority of the faithful agree to choose it because of the beauty of the voices and of the Imam, which inspires reverence as they feel the blessed and spirituality of the months of fasting. For its part, the Ministry of Islamic Affairs has taken a set of measures in the blessed month of Ramadan by urging them to give religious lectures and sermons, especially after the Asr prayers and during the Taraweeh prayers break, to boost the role of the revive in the lives of faithful. Sheikh Ahmed Tahir, Imam preacher, for his part, said that the Mosque al-Duha stresses the utmost importance of the prayers performed by the believers during the holy months, calling to seize this opportunity, take advantage of it. Finally, faithful pray Tarawih to go closer to God, humiliate themselves before Him in search for forgiveness and guidance and hope, and God will grant them all good, grant them all and turn us away from them all evil. We are in the middle of Ramadan, and Hamza Muhammad went for you to meet the internist cardiologist Dr. Hiyaddin Ahmed Umar. Dr. Hiyaddin Ahmed Umar works at Shifa Hospital in the commune of Balbala. How the patients with heart problems cope with Ramadan? What is the advice of Dr. Hiyaddin? The rest in the interviews is our big format of the day. Dr. Hiyaddin Ahmed Umar said in the period of Ramadan, and given that he has health problems, he needs to find out from the doctors of his health conditions if he can fast or not, to know that the times to abstain from eating and drinking in very long, starting from 4 in the evenings until 18 at night. We see that the majority of our population is suffering from blood pressure, and normally they can fast, but we should just follow the evolution of the health conditions. The other diseases related to the health are the blocked pains. The symptoms are they come to the hospital for pains in the left sides and below. They are not allowed to fast because it is a risk is that the veins get blocked and create stoppages of the lamps. The other patients that we also meet are the health activity that decrease by 35% to 40%. Instead, those of 55% or 75%, those of heartbeat are not stable. These people, it is better to go and see doctor. My advice to the population is not to go only to hospital when you have a pain somewhere, so, but you will always have to consult and diagnose yourself. This morning, the Associations of Sunnah Hayat proceeded to the distributions of the eat kit in the Jewish poor families in the situations of poverty. Some 100 families benefited from this solidarity first by the Turkey Ajib, the NGOs, the Turkey NGO Ajib them and distributed the associations of Sunnah Hayat. This Sunnah Hayat distributed eating for the poor family in collaboration with the Ajib. In this period of the blessed month of Ramadan, watermelons and fruit in the markets in the city of Ali Sabih, it donates the market. It is the fruit for excellences to quench in his thirst during the breaking of the fast. Watermelons is in pole position. It must be said that the consumption of watermelon increases significantly during Ramadan in the city as a joke because it is juicy and not very sweet. The watermelon quenches and refuses it richness in water is 92%, allows it to concentrate an interesting quantity of minerals and traces starting potassium, 110 milligrams per 100 grams. Thus, it participates effectively in the coverage of the essential needs of the body. This is largely the source of summers. Also contains a wide range of vitamins in moderated but significant quantities. 200 grams serving can cover 25% of the recommended vitamin C requirement. Skin also shows an interesting quantity of vitamins as well as a good dose of carotene, provitamins A with the antioxidant properties. Words of scientists indeed in Ali Sabih, Ramadan is also an opportunity for young people to take part in the sport tournament. That's football, handball, and petanque are very popular during this period. Young people storm the sport files in each neighborhood and compete with a lot of fairs play for very glorious titles. The Regional Council of the Region of Dakhil hosted yesterday an important ceremony devoted to the closing of the competitions of the learning of Quran. Took part in the event. The regional Commission is Prefect Mr. Aden Darar Musa, the President of the Regional Council Mahad Huna Ahmed, the Vice President of the Regional Council Ibrahim Guru, and the ulama and representative for civil society. This Quranic event is to encourage young people to better assimilate the precepts of the Holy Quran and to unite them around noble Muslim values. The contest consists of 3 levels. The first level is the complete Holy Quran, and the second level is 20 chapters, and the third level is 10 chapter of the Holy Quran. This event of the context of the learning of the Holy Quran closed in better conditions. The traffic control operations that started on Thursday night are still going. on in the capital. These controls are intended to remind motorists of the importance of respecting the highway code. Indeed, it was found that 95% of road accidents were caused by drivers who, at the expense of their own lives, also put the lives of their fellow citizens in danger. It is in this perspective that the general directions of the National Police started these operations of verifications of all the activities of the city spread over several roadblocks in the whole capital. The policemen of the road safety, assisted by the elements of the companies of intervention, is carried out control until very late in the night. This large-scale operation is undertaken by the National Police aim to ensure the safety of our population and to preserve the safety of the road users such as pedestrians and drivers and tools. Indeed, it has been noticed that motorists are engaged in dangerous practices but not respecting the traffic lights, and thus they endanger the lives of our fellow citizens. Every evening, dozens of vehicles are immobilized and immediately taken to the administrative detention center of Nagada. The General Directorate of the National Police, committed to ensuring the safety of our population, will continue these operations until motorists become aware of the danger of the behavior on the roads. The National Police conduct highly nightly operations to fight against delinquency and crimes in several sectors of the city. To this end, the elements of the interventionist company remain mobilized to conduct raids in the sectors identified as being hotbeds and drug sales and illegal immigration is placed under the leadership of the Director General of the National Police. Officers carried out nightly sweep of high crimes area in Djibouti. These operations, which is part of the fight against illegal immigration, allows every evening to the arrest of about 50 migrants in Italy on the public highway and who are engaged in illegal activities such as selling drugs. These operations of fight against illegal immigration will continue in a permanent way in all the sectors detected as being a zone of potential criminality. The National Police conducted nightly operations to fight delinquency in several sectors. To this end, the companies and Motor Act Immigration under the leadership of Director General of National Police. This operation, which is part of fight against illegal immigration, allows every night about these operations of fight against illegal migrants. Djibouti's women handball player are prepared to participate in 2023 editions of the IHF Trophy in Tanzania. The tournament will take place from April 25 to 13. We'll see the participation of 6 teams from the African continent. The Djibouti players are currently engaged in intense preparation for this important tournament. The players are working every day under the close supervision of professionals in order to develop their physical conditions and playing techniques. At the president of the Handball Federation, Mr. Ahmed Mohamed Ali, said that the players are determined to succeed in this tournament. He stressed that the main objective of the team is to improve their performance and qualify for the next continental and international games. The President also expressed his gratitude for the Secretary of State in charge of sports for their support through the preparation process as well as the care during their stay in Dar es Salaam. Handball is a popular sport in Djibouti, and the players have dedicated fans who support them. The team's participation in IHF Trophy is eagerly awaited by a sport fan in the country. The players are proud to represent the countries in this international tournament, and they are working hard to ensure that their countries is well represented. For the international scene, the Geo Barents, a humanitarian ship of Doctors Without Borders, rescued on Tuesday 414 migrants in distress in international waters of Malta, responding to a distress alert issued by alarm from the minister. The MSF rescue vessels reached the migrants' wooden boat, and according to its report, after 11 hours of operation, was rescued a total of 440 people, including 8 women and 30 children. One person is seriously conditions was evacuated by helicopter nights after the rescue, while one person in serious conditions was evacuated by helicopter the night after the rescue, while 100 were transferred to an Italian Navy ship off the coast of Sicily the next day. And to close up this edition, Togo's parliament has extended for 12 months the state of security emergency in the Savannah regions of far northern Togo, which has been plagued by incursions by jihadist groups since November 2021, declared in June 2020 by Togolese President Faure Gnassingbé. The state of emergency ended a few weeks ago after an initial 6 months extension since September. Togo, a small West African country, has been suffering from terrorist attacks in the far north since November 2021, attacks in the far north of its territory, which has been plagued by incursions by jihadist groups on the other side of its borders. In Burkina Faso, attacks have been increased in recent months in the areas, according to frequent local press reports. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.